between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Dolphins sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray on the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Dolphins have got interception there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. And Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get it inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Fields. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Fields. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Evans from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, red. 97.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 32. From the gun, it's Lance. And some room to work. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Lance to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Lance looking to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check right. Check left. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Runs over it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taking in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Lance now on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down at 5. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got Rome. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, Jack.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And that is going to do it for this third.
Ready.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ultra, ultra.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Lance again going to keep it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Lance. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers answered back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set, go.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready up.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Okay, ready.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in